Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode, the latest episode of Why Not Wellness. You know me, I am your host, Kat Cortado, your movement specialist. August marks a very important milestone for me. 33 years ago, I quit smoking. It's a big deal to me. And when I thought about quitting, which I had to attempt several times before I was successful. And I look back on it and I think, why did I start in the first place? Well, there are lots of reasons. I was a new mom. I was going in the military. Everyone else was going out for a smoke break and I'm the only one left in the dorm and I felt left out. So when I think about it, it's kind of stupid. Started smoking. And I was still exercising. Okay, there's a myth for you. So just saying that when you see a fitness person, I'm not saying they are smoking, but it's a possibility. Probably not so much now. So when I look back on that and I think of everything that went into raising my son, because the stress level was high, you guys, it was. But when I quit, I had to think, why was I smoking? Why was I addicted to nicotine? And number one, I thought it was a bad habit. That's what my mother called it. You need to stop that bad habit. But then I figured out that I'm actually addicted or was addicted to nicotine. Why do we have addictive habits? I don't know. But we do it and we keep doing it. Is it a source of comfort? It was to me. Was it a source of powering down? Yes. I had one when I first woke up. I had one after I ate, every meal I ate. And I had one in the evening, and probably more depending on the stress level. So how do we change? What is the first step towards change? So when I started my journey again, because every time before, I learned a little bit more about how I needed to move forward if I wanted to quit smoking. And I knew I was one of those people that you take something away from me, it's the one thing I'm going to crave. And I will not be, not nice about it. So how could I do this? How could I figure this out? First of all, I had to figure out why I wanted to stop. Well, for my son, for my health. But here's the other thing. Let's go to health for just a second. I had gotten bronchitis one year, and the doctor asked me, do you smoke? And I said, yes. And he said, you're going to get bronchitis every year, and it's going to last a little bit longer each time. I was like, okay. Kept smoking. Next time, got bronchitis again the following year. And it lasted a little bit longer. And I said, oh, no, we're not doing this. No, we're not doing this. Which is what prompted me to start this journey. So I had to figure out why I was smoking, and also to figure out how was I going to quit smoking. So I knew I have this addictive nature. My husband has told me that. I had it to sugar and to smoking. There you go. And so when I started, I went from the cigarette I was smoking, went to the lowest nicotine cigarette. And then I started cutting down on the number of cigarettes until I got down to 4. And so after that, I was getting ready to go get another pack. And I said, let me see if I can go without cigarettes. So number one, once you understand why you're engaging in addictive habit, you can find healthier alternatives. If you smoke to relieve stress, perhaps a walk or a few minutes of deep breathing could help. What worked for me was doing something with my hands, okay? If you're addicted to overeating or to sweets, sugar is your addiction. Find something to do with your hands. I find that this works really well. And you know what I found is that within 5 minutes, I forgot all about the addiction. I was like, oh, I don't need a cigarette right now. I feel just fine. So find out, how can you accomplish this? So I had to find something to do with my hands. Once I did that, I knew I was on this road to what I call recovery. The other thing I did, by the way, was enable my son as my accountability partner. And I said, tell me or ask me every day you come home from school, did you smoke? And I'll tell you the truth. So get an accountability partner. But you are the one to write that question. And it has to be that question. Don't let them verbalize it differently. Oh, well, did you do that nasty habit again? Because then it sounds horrible. Say, hey, how many cupcakes did you have if that's your addiction? How many cigarettes did you have? Because that's going to keep you on course. So once you understand why you're engaging in addictive habit, you can find healthier alternatives. Here's another thing, string along days of success. That's what helped me. Once I got 5 or 6 days in a row, I was like, ooh, maybe I can get 10. And each day, I took each day at a time. And remember, the other thing that helped me was, especially with smoking, I'm not sure this would help with a cupcake or a cookie, but a person told me, close to me, said, keep remembering that there's no such thing as just one cigarette. And every time I thought, I really want a cigarette, I'd be like, there's no such thing as one cigarette, which helped me a lot. So when you string those days of success together, every day you resist your addictive habit is a victory. String these victories together and they become a powerful motivator. My 33 smoke-free years started with one smoke-free day. What else did I do? In the beginning, every day that I went without a cigarette, I did something special for myself. I bought myself a little something. I did something that I normally wouldn't do to celebrate. So celebrate your victories. And I did that for a month. Yes, I did. And then I went weekly. And then I went monthly. And now it's yearly. Do I still buy myself something Yes, I do. Because it's a huge accomplishment for me. Celebrating and acknowledging your process is Your progress is crucial. Every small victory, every healthy choice is a step towards a healthier, happier you. And every step is worth celebrating. So I've talked about the not just one, whatever that is for you. Find these things, write it down on paper, your why for stopping, how you're going to stop, and then put it in motion. Mindset is huge. If you really want to stop your addictive habit, mindset's huge. If you're trying to do this in the back of your mind, you're going, you can't do this. You've tried several times before and it's just not going to work. You've already defeated your whole process. But if you think, let me just take an hour at a time, a day at a time, and mark it on your calendar in whatever your favorite color is, check mark, one day of success, and then celebrate it. So in conclusion, overcoming an addictive habit is a journey. It's not a destination. There could be and will be setbacks, but don't let them discourage you. Every step you take towards quitting is a step towards a healthier, happier you. And like I said, every step is worth celebrating. So I'm celebrating this whole month because I think I deserve it. Why not? But if you're trying to understand your why, think about way back. Like I told you, I was addicted to sugar because my mother had a dessert every day of the week, with the exception of Saturday. So I expected a dessert every day. And that's how it started. Cut back gradually, a little bit at a time. If you're used to having a cookie, you go out and you get a coffee and a cookie. See if you can do it every other day. And then every 2 days. And pretty soon you're down to one time a week. Cut back gradually. So with that, I'm going to sign off. This is Kat Porchata, your movement specialist. You know what I'm going to say? Keep it moving. Till next time.